Welcome back. For the past few years, Framingham seemed to really be embracing the arts and acknowledging the benefits of the creative economy growing and thriving here. Then came the closing of the Fountain Street building, displacing over 70 artists and small businesses. And then the threatened loss of the Danforth Museum. Thankfully, it didn't happen, but it was still a little bit scary. Today, we are speaking with Kathy Gretzka-Blay and Meme Petrowski from the Howard Street Studios. And they want everyone to know the arts are alive and well in Framingham. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
So, Howard Street Studios, this is something we haven't maybe not heard of. Can you tell us how that got started?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Back last year, Lou Lasky, who owns the building that we're in, he has a construction firm, LR Construction, and he was doing a project next to 59 Fountain Street. And his mother-in-law for the past 15 years had been encouraging him to build art studios and develop the space into art. And he's an art lover, and so is his wife. And so after seeing Fountain Street and working next to it, he decided to build out the studios. So what resulted is, starting in last February, he built out on 162 Howard Street on the second floor, he built 7 artist studios. And that's how it all came about.
So just talking about your work in particular, what kind of work are you doing for those who may not be familiar with what you guys are doing?
Sure. I'm a painter, and I like color and nature. And recently I've evolved into electric boxes. No. I was just commissioned by the town of Natick to paint one of their electric boxes, part of their public art project. So you can see my box on Route 135. But it is painted, and it's based on nature images.
Nice. And we have some of your work, delicious work,
yes,
right here.
for my pastry series. I'm an artist, also a painter, and I paint in acrylic. So I paint 2 genres. I paint, one would be the pastries, and I have a pastry collection and a dishware collection. And what I like most is, as you can see, the color. I enjoy the colors and the play on neutrals, versus the color. And I like the forms and shapes, which is why I like to paint fruit and, little pastries and things like that. And I also paint landscape paintings, and much of my landscape is inspired by my travels to Provence and Mount Arcadia and Cape Cod.
Nice. So in the opening we talked about the loss of Fountain Street. How do you think that has affected the artist community as you knew it?
I think a lot of people are displaced. I'm in touch with several people that still have not found places but are looking for places. On the other hand, people like us who were at Fountain Street have moved on and found homes at Howard Street Studios. So I think there's a lesson in resiliency here, where if you want to keep going and doing, you're going to have to find or make a place for yourself to be. We're fortunate that we were some of the first people to find out about Howard Street and got in pretty early. I know that in Saxonville, Soren and other artists are joining together and hoping to open up some more art studios up there. I think 8 of them, January 1st.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so that's coming.
Yeah, and I think it was so great to have, with over 70 artists, you couldn't walk down the hall without seeing somebody every day. So it was a great place, and at least I was up on the 5th floor, but very friendly with all the people on the 5th floor. And you could just knock on somebody's door and ask for a critique of your artwork if you were stuck with something. Yeah. And so I think that camaraderie, is missed. Although we do have that at Howard Street, there are people who work there, but a lot of the people have gone to like Boston, they've gone to Lowell, to Holliston, to Waltham, like really
Norwood,
New Bedford, all over the place.
Oh, wow. Marlboro.
Yeah, really spread out.
But we
Spread
still
out.
keep in touch. We still
do.
have the Fountain Street Studios group, and so we still get newsletters and updates on what everybody's doing.
So, and what you guys are doing is having an open studios. So can you tell us about that?
Well, we're having an open studios on December 9th from 12 to 5, and this will be our first open studios. So we're really excited to invite everybody to see our new workspace.
Yes, 162 Howard Street,
December 9th.
downtown Framingham.
And tell us just a little about the space. We are running out of time, but you enjoy it.
Oh yes, beautiful lighting, clean air conditioned, great windows, nice people.
Nice people. Yes, I have beautiful trees right outside my window, and the place, you just love going there to go to work every day on your art.
And is there anything else that you want people to know about what you're doing down there?
Well, one thing that's happening on the same day that I might as well talk about, Community Kiln, which is only 2 blocks away from us, is also having an open studios type thing. It's a ceramic sale. So that's another art component that's near us. There's also the Springdale Gallery in the brewery. That's 2 blocks in the other direction. So I almost see this evolving as a kind of art hub in Framingham. And if you just go south of the tracks, you have Amazing Things Art Center. So for the time being, our open studios will just coordinate with be at the same time as Community Kiln. But wouldn't it be great if one day many things could be happening on the same day? That's a possibility.
Yeah, that's our goal.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having us.
And hopefully we'll see you on the 9th. And if you'll wait right there, we'll be back with more of the Framingham Beat in just a minute.